Hi there, and welcome to this lesson. In this lesson, we'll be learning about multiplication, okay? And under multiplication, we'll be learning to multiply whole numbers by one-digit numbers. So multiplication of whole numbers by one-digit numbers. Now, as the lesson progresses, anything you don't understand, be sure to contact your tutor, who would be more than happy to help. So yes, let's jump right into the lesson. So multiplication. Now multiplication of whole numbers by one-digit numbers. Now I have this question here, and basically we've been asked to multiply 6 by 9. So multiply 6 by 9. And to do this, we're going to make use of our multiplication table. Okay, the multiplication table. It's a very simple table that we use for multiplication. I'm going to show you how you would multiply 6 by 9 using your multiplication table. Now, to multiply 6 by 9 using the multiplication table, you simply go under row 6, okay, and column 9. So you're multiplying 6 by 9. So you go row 6, you find row 6, horizontal row 6, and then you find vertical column 9. And basically, if you look closely, you'd find that they come together at the point 54. Okay, so row 6 and column 9, they come together at the point 54. It basically tells you from our multiplication table 6 times 9 equals 54. Now, similarly, you could be asked to find 8 times 4. What is 8 times 4? So to do 8 times 4, in the same manner, we find row 8, okay, and column 4. So row 8 and column 4. And if you look closely, you'd find that they come together at the point 32, which tells you that from our multiplication table, 8 times 4 is 32. Very simple, very straightforward. Now, what if you were asked to multiply 32 by 3? Okay, now multiply 32 by 3. Now, you can't multiply 32 by 3 using the multiplication table, because our multiplication table doesn't go up to 32. Our multiplication table only works for numbers less than 9. So, how would you multiply 32 by 3? And I'm going to show you how you do that. So, multiply 32 by 3. And what you do is you multiply the numbers digit by digit. So we're going to split 32 into its two digits, 3 and 2, and we're going to multiply 3 and 2 digit by 3. Okay, so the first thing we do, we start with 2 and we multiply 2 by 3 and it gives us 6. Okay, very simple. And we do the same for the second digit, 3, and multiply 3 by 3 and it gives us 9. All right, and basically, quite simply, 32 times 3 equals 96. Now let's do another one. So 47 by 4, okay, and basically just like we're looking to multiply digit by digit. Okay, we can multiply 47 using our multiplication table there. So multiply digit by digit. So multiply 7 by 4, and then we multiply 4 by 4. Okay, and we start off with 7. Now 7 times 4 is 28. Okay, if you look closely through with your multiplication table there, you'd find that 7 times 4 is 28. Okay, but then something very important that we do when we're multiplying, when you have a number like this 28 and you still have a number to the left, what you do is you write down the 8 and you carry the 2. So write down the 8 and carry the 2. All right, so 7 times 4 is 28. You write down the 8 and you carry the 2 over to the left. Now we're going to multiply, we'll move over to 4. I'm going to multiply 4 times 4. I say 4 times 4 is 16. If you look from the multiplication table there, 4 times 4 is 16. And then we add that 2. Don't forget the 2, very important. The numbers that you've carried across, basically, don't forget them. So you have 4 times 4 is 16, and we add that 2 and it gives us 18. And now we can go ahead now and write down 18. We have no other numbers to carry anything to, so we just write down 18. And basically what you have in the end is your final answer is 188. And that's it. Very simple. That's how you multiply whole numbers by one-digit numbers. Now let's do some examples. I have example 1. And example 1 says multiply 54 by 2. And to multiply 54 by 2, I have 54 times 2. And we're going to multiply digit by digit. We start with 4. okay, and then we say 2 times 4. 2 times 4 gives you 8. Okay, 2 times 4 is 8, and then we'll go over to the next digit. 2 times 5 will give us 10, and we just write down 10. There are no numbers to carry, no further numbers to carry anything to, so we just write down 10 as it is. And basically what we have in the end is we have an answer as 108. Very simple, very straightforward. Let's move on to the next example. Example 2. And example 2 says multiply 78 by 4. So we're looking to multiply 78 by 4. Okay, and basically to multiply 78 by 4, we're going to multiply digit by digit, and we start off with 8. Okay, and we say 8 times 4 gives us 32, but we write 2 down and we carry 3 over to the left. So 32, we write 2 down and we carry the 3 over to the left, and then we say 4 times 7. 4 times 7 will give us 28, and then we add the 3 to give us 31, and basically we write down 31. Okay, quite simply, and the final answer in this case is 312. Another example, example 3. And example 3 says multiply 98 by 7. So 98 multiplied by 7, and then basically we have 98 multiplied by 7, going to multiply digit by digit, and we start off with 8. Okay, and we say 7 times 8. 7 times 8 from our multiplication table would give us 56, and what we do is we write down 6 and we carry 5 over to the left. Okay, and then we'll move on to 9, and we say 7 times 9 from our multiplication table is 63. Okay, and basically we add 63 to 5, so always do not forget the numbers you carry over. Okay, so 63 plus 5, it gives us 68, and because we have no other numbers to carry anything over to, we just write down 68, and basically our final answer in this case is 686. I think we have a few more examples. Example 4. And example 4 says multiply 125 by 6. So 125 by 6. Okay, and then basically we're going to multiply digit by digit, and we start off with 5. Now 6 times 5 is 30. We write down 0, we carry 3. Okay, 6 times 5 is 30. We write down 0, we carry 3. Now we move on to 2. 6 times 2 is 12, plus 3, we have 15. Okay, and look closely, we actually have another number, so this time we have 15. We write down 5 and we carry 1. Okay, so 6 times 2 is 12, plus 3 gives us 15, and because we have another number on the left, we write down 5 and carry 1. Okay, and then finally we have 6 times 1 is 6, plus 1 gives us 7. Okay, so 6 times 1, 6, plus 1, we have 7, and we have our final answer in this case as 750. Very simple, very straightforward. Now for our final example, example 5. Example 5 says multiply 467 by 3. So multiplying digit by digit, we start off with 7, and 7 times 3 is 21. We write down 1, we carry 2. Now we're going for 6, and basically we have 3 times 6 is 18. Okay, plus 2 gives you 20. Remember the numbers that you carry over. 6 times 3 is 18, plus 2 gives you 20, so you write down 0. Okay, and you carry 2. Now the next number, we have 3 times 4 gives you 12, plus 2 gives you 14. You have no other numbers to carry over to, so 3 times 4 gives you 12, plus 2 gives you 14, and you simply go ahead and write down 14. And what you have in the end is you have 1401. And that would bring us to the end of this very simple, very easy lesson. Okay, multiplying whole numbers by one-digit numbers. You can now go ahead and attempt the questions on the worksheet. Bye for now.